she's only been here 2 days, and I've just checked on her in the evening. The babies have come already. Now I don't know if she'll let me get close to them because she's very, very aggressive. But let's see. One baby. Looks like the others haven't come out yet. Just had the one.
No.
That's the umbilical. I've sterilised these, but bear in mind this is the first time that I've done this. So we're just going to put a bit of iodine on them too, on these shears, but they are flame sterilised anyway. I'm going to put the umbilical cord just about here. Just put something up. Then we need to put this band.
The elastic band.
Around it. Okay. Right. So I'm a little bit nervous because I've never done this before. I've only read about it. I've read a lot about it and I've seen it done with the commercial pigs. But Damo's mum's at a funeral. Damo is very, very sick in bed. I've never seen her so sick, and so I'm really worried about her. She can't talk, she can't breathe. We've been to the hospital already, and they rejected her unless she wanted to be put on a ventilator, which she didn't. She's really bad, but I've got to be here to deliver these babies because if not, nobody's here to do it. And so I've never done it before. This is my first time. We were expecting them to come in 3 weeks. The potbelly pigs have only been here 3 days, and so they were only just settling in. And I noticed that Apple, she was getting quite aggressive today. So she was not letting me touch her and being quite aggressive. And I thought, this is it, they're coming. And we're just not prepared. Luckily, the light came yesterday, the heat light. I always keep iodine and everything here. So I guess we're ready as we'll ever be, and you just gotta do it. Rupert, the little baby's in my office, sleeping on his blanket. All the other animals are kind of taken care of, but Sissy's been sleeping with me, and he's up all night, every hour, because he's also coughing. And so I've had no sleep, and it looks like tonight I'm not gonna get much sleep either. This is... I couldn't come at a worse time, to be honest, but we gotta do it, you gotta do it, haven't you? เด็กๆมาดูด้วยเหรอ ตอนนี้มี2 ตัวมา 2 ตัวเลยไอ้ Right guys, it's been 5 hours. I'm absolutely exhausted. Every bone in my body is just exhausted, but not as exhausted as Mama. 10 babies, 10 little ones. Proud mummy. I think that's it. I'm going to let them feed for a bit, and I'm going to come back in about half an hour and see if there's any more. And then we've cut all the umbilicals, sterilised them with iodine, sterilised the nose as well. Their immune systems aren't good when they're little like this. So also now we're doing the iron. So we give them iron at day 3. This is a first for me as well, so I'm learning. But 1 ml injected behind the ear, careful to avoid the spine. So we got 14. The guy that we bought apple from said the maximum he's ever seen is 10. So trust us to be stuck with 14 of them. So here's Apple and 14 babes successfully delivered. She's very protective of them at the moment. So they've all had their iron shots. She is on something to help her with the milk production. And all the babies so far are healthy. This is day 3 and we've had no problems. They're healthy. As I said, I've given them the iron shots. And now we're just making sure Apple has got a good diet and she's got a supplement, a milk supplement, which helps her produce lots of milk. It's been a very, very long process, but we've really enjoyed it. And look how cute they are. Beautiful little things. So they sleep under the heat lamp together at night with mum. Now we don't need to separate them like we would with the commercial pigs. With the commercial pigs you separate them. But Apple is very careful where she sits down and she doesn't sit on them. So it's worked out perfectly really. Morning all. So anybody that saw the video of the duck, the injured duck, here he is. He made a full recovery. He was absolutely brown and sticky and wet and couldn't lift his head up, and now he's got full recovery. I just nursed him back to health. Here's the turkeys. You can see they're getting very big now, but still have to stay within the mosquito net just a little bit longer. I don't want the dogs getting to them. But today it's now 4 days later and we have another problem. 4 or 5 days after the pigs have been born, and we've got one that's clearly sick there, and it probably needs some milk because she's got 14, so maybe it couldn't get to the milk. So I'm going to go and buy some supplemental milk now, and I'll give it to the babe myself and see if we can revive it. Although it's not looking good, it looks like it's lost a lot of energy already. 14 babies is quite a lot for her, so she can't like get them all on, and they need the colostrum from the milk, and if they don't get that they get weak and they die, and so we're gonna have to hand rear this one if I can bring it back now. I don't have any supplemental milk on hand, so let's go to my local Thai store and get some. What do you have? มีนม
ครับ
หมู
ใช่
เพราะว่าตัวเมียเขามีลูก14 ตัวแล้วนมไม่พอใช่นี่ใช่ไหม
ใช่ชง
แล้วก็มีขวดใส่ไหม ขวดหาย
ขวดใหญ่เลย
มีแค่นี้เหรอ
เดี๋ยวผมลองถาม
ครับ
ไม่มี
ไม่มี
ขวดนมเล็กๆของคนน่ะ
Tesco
ใช่
Lotus
ได้
แล้วใช้ยังไงอันนี้ทรายน้ำร้อนเหรอ
ใช่ครับ
เคทรายน้ำร้อน
ใช่ชงน้ำร้อน
ขอเข้ามาครับ
ผม
ครับ
ครับ
I guess if anything this is good preparation for the baby so just add hot water instructions are all in Thai and Gamal's still sick so I guess we'll just take a lucky guess and a couple of spoons maybe I don't know calf milk replacement now I hope it's still alive about to find out and I hope we can save its life. Now we've also got to grab it because Apple doesn't like me going near the babies. So she's a tough cookie. Aren't you, girl? Doesn't look like it's got the energy to even suck the milk. It's having it though. Come on, little one. It's got, I can feel there's very little life left in it. Can't open its eyes, but it can have a little swallow. So I feel the belly filling up a little bit, and we're getting a few squeaks from her, but she's still very lifeless. She can't stand up. Some of them just die, you see, they can't get to the milk. I'll show you. And if you're the weakest link, you're not going to get in, especially when there's 14 of you. And mummy's only got so many nipples to give to the babies. So this one I'll have to supervise. See, it's getting some life back in it now. Bit of life back in it. But I can feel the belly still very empty. I'd like it to be a lot fuller than that. So I'd say so far so good. She's perked up a bit. And she's squealing a little bit and moving and trying to kick me off. So that's good, but she's still very weak. What we'll do is we'll keep her under the heat lamp, keep her warm, and every 2 hours we'll give her a little feed. There's definitely a technique to this. Well, you don't want to drown them. You've got to get them to give them a bit and let them swallow it. The belly's filling up a little bit, still not as full as I'd want it to be. I want it to be like really full because I don't know how long she's gone without milk. We lost the baby, unfortunately. Tried to keep it warm, tried to feed it the milk, but just something, it could have been something else. It could have been an infection. We just don't know. We've lost 2 babies out of 14, which is somewhat to be expected with such a large litter. We managed to save a couple others by hand feeding, supplementing the milk. And now I'm just preparing something for Apple, some more nutritious food. Watermelon, rice and apple, so not just the basic feed, and hopefully that along with her milk supplement is going to help her with the milk production, help to take care of the babies. Obviously healthy mummy, healthy babies, so let's go and check on them. So that's it, they settled in nicely. Now, it'll be good when they've got their outdoor space that I mentioned. We're building a big outdoor area where they can get in the mud and they can have a little pond to bathe in. It's going to be after New Year now because we can't get the workers in to do it. But I think overall things have gone very, very well with these potbellies. Babies come a lot earlier than we expected. So it was a bit of a shock. We were only expecting them in another month, as the guy said, but they came 3 days after we dropped them off. But it's been a lot of fun, it's been a lot of learning. It's quite tiring because you've got to deliver all the babies and then you've got to supervise them all the time, which is one of the reasons that we don't build this pig house too far away from the main house, because every few hours you've got to go and check on them and check on the babies. If you build it far away, you've got to walk to it through the night where there's snakes. It's just not practical. And then it has been commented that maybe there's a smell, and there should be absolutely no smell to your pigs. If you're taking care of them properly and you're cleaning them with a jet wash on a daily basis, the pigs should have no smell at all. They should be very, very clean and have no odour. Now, if you had like a load of commercial pigs, so if you had like hundreds of them, perhaps, but for a small number like this, it's not going to smell if you keep it clean. I think for people that have never kept pigs before, they have a lot of stuff in their imagination of how it may be. When you actually do it yourself, you'll find there's a lot of surprises. They're very intelligent creatures. They're not very noisy and they don't smell bad if you keep them clean.